Hey everyone, so I'm finally filming me cutting my bangs, kind of like a tutorial how I trim my own bangs. You can tell they're extremely long, so yeah. I will tell you about the supplies that I use. There are 3 things that you will need when you trim your bangs. You'll need a comb, preferably with a fine tooth side here. This just helps make them all like together instead of piecey, like if you use this side, they're kind of piecey. And then of course, you'll need scissors. You can use any kind of scissors. I use these. Don't even know where they're from. But yeah, any scissors really work. Even craft scissors, anything. I've used a million things if I can't find anything. And then the third thing is a towel. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay it on your lap or on the counter space where you're going to be working, where you're going to be cutting it. Or if you do it over the sink, I don't recommend washing it down the sink. I do recommend using a towel of some sort. The last thing is clean hands, because you're going to be touching your hair a lot. You don't want oily hands to get on your hair because that'll make your bangs oily. Now, this is just considering that you have bangs. If you don't have bangs, this will probably still be entertaining for you, but you can also apply this to your ends too. But I don't trust myself trimming that because last time I ended up with hair up to here, so that's not good. But I'm zoomed in because I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing, and I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. I have 2 warnings for you. I am breaking out really, really bad right now. I had greasy hands a couple days ago and I touched my forehead. My mistake. I have acne all up under here. Second thing, my bangs are really greasy because today is the day that I wash them, because I wash my hair every other day. So yesterday I did not wash it, so today I'm washing my bangs. But I like to cut them before I wash them, just like after you get a haircut, you like to wash your hair because you have all that excess hair that's like on the ends. Same kind of thing. I don't like the excess hair falling on my face, which, another warning, it will fall on your face if you're cutting your bangs, but that's okay. As long as you're not wearing any moisturizer or anything sticky or, you know, something wet, it shouldn't cling to your skin. You can just use a kabuki and brush it off real quick. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be working in a mirror kind of just in front of me here. Hey, you can see my camera. That's really creepy. Okay, so I normally start by combing my bangs all the way down. Hope you guys can see this okay. Just combing them, and then I take just my part and I split my hair or my bangs in half, just like this, and it looks really, really weird. Just, you know, it's really unattractive. Okay, and then you just kind of weed out the pieces that are longer that you don't want to cut. So you should have half of your bangs here. If you get a couple pieces that are longer, that's fine. It's not going to really affect your hairstyle much. Just bring it forward, go through it a couple times, and then you take the scissors. It'll probably be scary for some of you when you first start doing your hair, cutting your own bangs. Sometimes it can be a little scary. It was when I first started, so just a warning, if you mess up, it's okay. You can go get to a salon and get it corrected. So, then you just, not going to be able to see, but I use my ring finger to steady the scissors, kind of like that, and then I can just snip. Kind of like that. It's better to start shorter or with a little bit less than you think you might need to cut off, because you can always cut off more, but if you cut off too much, you know, you're kind of SOL. And then before I put it down to see where I like it, I like to take the scissors and go up and down so they're not so blunt. Though sometimes I like to go for that. This time I think I'm going to do a little bit more blunt than I normally do. And just go up and down, kind of make them a little bit more piecey. Dust off the ends there. Okay, and you put it down, ignore that side. Might want to comb it. So they're still a little bit too long to where, well, yeah, a little bit too long to where I like them. So I'm going to just do all of that again. There have been times where I've cut off way too much, and it's a little bit embarrassing, but since my hair grows back really fast, it's whatever. Okay, So that's about the length that I like to leave it. It looks a little bit choppy, but I go back through and fix it once I've done the other side. And then I grab the other side. You can kind of tell my bangs are greasy, so I'm really sorry if that's gross. It's kind of grossing me out, but I'm about to take a shower, so I don't really mind. So I bring it down. These bangs get in the way. Bring it down. Start chopping a little bit off. A lot of times I don't use the mirror when I actually cut them. I look directly at it, so if it looks like I'm a little bit cross-eyed or something, that's why. I only use the mirror when I comb it all down. Okay, so they look pretty even. They're a little bit shorter now than they used to be. A lot of times I do this after I've straightened my bangs, because when they're not straight and they're still maybe wet from the shower, they can be kind of deceiving because not all of it's going to be one length. If I straighten it first, it's all one length, and then when I comb it down, it's all going to still be one length, or at least it should be. And if it's not, I know that it's my cutting skills that is affecting the straightness, I guess. So then what I do is I like to lean my head back. You can see some of the unevenness, so I just take the scissors and go back through to touch up. I normally cut off more than this, but it really depends how often I trim my bangs is how long I trim them too. If I trim them pretty short, I trim them probably every 3 to 4 weeks. If I leave them a little bit longer like this, it's normally like 1 to 2 weeks. It's really short time period. So yeah, that's basically how I like them. Just kind of touch up here and there. I think I'm going to leave them a little bit more blunt this time around. And sometimes it's okay for them to be messy and a little bit uneven. Kind of gives it that little edge. And then just take like a kabuki brush or something and just wipe off the excess hair that's fallen down onto your face. Or if you're about to get in the shower, you can just rinse it off in the shower. And then you'll really be able to tell, this isn't really where I stop. I'll normally take a shower, wash my hair, and then when I get out, I will comb them down and make sure that they're even when they're wet, because they should be even, not only when they're straight, but also when they're wet. You don't want them to be completely uneven all the time. So that is me trimming my bangs. That's pretty much all I do, just those few little things. It does take some practice. I've been doing my own bangs for about 2 years now, but when I first decided I wanted blunt bangs straight across, I went to a salon and had them professionally done. I don't recommend doing this to yourself if it's the first time you're getting bangs. I recommend going to a salon, getting them shaped and professionally done first. And then you can keep the shape as you go along by yourself. It is really expensive to maintain these kind of bangs. That's why I cut my hair myself, my bangs at least, because every 4 weeks I'd have to go get my hair cut, or even 3 weeks, it depends. So I can't really afford that, nor would I want to really pay money just to get my bangs trimmed when I can do it myself. So I kind of self-trained myself to, that sounded really redundant, but I kind of trained myself to trim them myself. Just whenever they get in my eyes, I can just kind of touch up on them. Sometimes I'll be lazy and I'll brush them to the side if I don't have acne, but I do right now, so that wasn't an option. I have to trim them, but I do get really lazy with them most of the time and decide to let them go a couple more weeks and do side swept bangs. I mean, it's really one of those things that's ever changing for me. If I want side swept bangs, all I have to do is grow them out for about 4 to 6 weeks and I have them. So that's the nice thing about blunt bangs. If you don't like them, they're not permanent. They grow out in a month. It's really a fun way to change up your look, and I've had blunt bangs for about 2 years. So like I said the first time, just go get it freshly done. After that, you can maintain it yourself. So that is everything with how I trim my bangs. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.